you ain't. You're so Anne Frank. Let's hit the attic to hide out for about 2 weeks. Rick James and no chains and whips. I do suck lips till hips jerk. And double time, the boy next door's the freak. Ha ha.
Nobody don't ask me. I'm just so fresh and so clean. Don't you think I'm so sexy? I'm just so fresh and so clean. Ain't nobody don't ask me. I'm just so fresh and so clean. I love when you stare at me. I'm just so fresh and so clean.
The coolest motherfuckers on the planet. The sky is falling, ain't no need to panic. I got a stick and want your automatic. Compatible, created in the attic. We are the coolest motherfuckers on the planet. The sky is falling, ain't no need to panic. I got a stick and want your automatic. Compatible, created in the attic.
Ain't nobody don't ask me. I'm just so fresh and so clean. Don't you think I'm so sexy? I'm just so fresh and so clean. Ain't nobody don't ask me. I'm just so fresh and so clean. I love when you stare at me. I'm just so fresh and so clean. Ain't nobody don't ask me. I'm just so fresh and so clean. Don't you think I'm so sexy? I'm just so fresh and so clean. Ain't nobody don't ask me. I'm just so fresh and so clean.
Tell us what the woodsmen say.
Christopher Lee was not sitting around the table with the rest of us. His contribution to the scene was filmed in London.
Yeah.
Flatter. Yes, the wardrobe was always a little bit tricky, wasn't it? I seem to remember you tripped up on it a couple of
You were
times.
very cold about it.
I wasn't cold about it.
I said, I can't get up these bloody steps.
No, I remember, yes.
And you
No,
said-
you said goddamn steps.
I'm sorry, I cannot get up these goddamn steps smoothly. I can't do it, Peter. I'm sorry, because every time I try, I step on the thing.
I can't get up these
And
goddamn
you
steps.
said you did it this morning.
And then you said the great line, this wardrobe is a menace.
Yes, you did.
Did I?
These clothes are a menace.
For me, that was the signature line of the entire series.
This necromancer is nothing more than a mortal man. I couldn't do the trip to New Zealand.
Realise what's happening.
You know that famous shot of the car?
Yes, yeah, the corkscrew car.
Nobody believed it, you know.
No.
Nobody
No.
believed it. I remember Guy Hamilton saying, God, he said, that was absolutely wonderful. Would you do another? He said, that's the first effing time I've done it. I'm not effing doing it again.
It was always a part of spending time with Christopher are his stories and his ability to recall detail.
He spoke like a very, very high, squeaky voice, with a very French accent.
Yeah, right.
I tend to be happy to sit there with the crew standing around and listen to Christopher's stories.
It took me about 2 years to get that book back to us.
I could just see.
Arr. Hey there, imaginary mateys. Pirates the life for me. Or at least, I don't know how many hours. Yeah, that's not much of a pirate accent. But that's not all of the role-playing we'll be doing, hopefully. I'll have to check the stream health, unlike mine. I don't want to do
double intros again. We'll try to follow some timeline, hopefully. And yeah, I was thinking of throwing someone under the bus, but I decided to do it myself, not in a good way. I wanted to stream for probably half a day now. Always universe is against it, clearly, but so I'll try to remember stuff. Hopefully I'll remember previous stream and intro stuff later on. First, let's do some roleplay. And the intro that I will redo now also stands. You know, issues, this would be your time to get the fuck out. Not my day for voices, I guess. Okay, fuck it, let's go. Smooth sailing, clearly, but fuck it, let's do step by step. So I didn't read the terms of service, but I clicked on agree, so I assume the rules and I have to abide. So I took my clothes off. Took me quite a while to tuck it back between my thighs. Took a little blankie and started dancing while my Alliance salt was loading. You know the rules, and so do I. And I was of course doing PvE. And while in a group of multiple Alliance players, I saw a Horde player with 1% health. So of course we all jumped in. But he fought back and started to PvP and hit me. So I screamed and I forgot how to say it. Jumped and turned over my chair. And then Then I raised my hands up to the side, screaming, "Please don't hit me." I still had PTSD from Greta aspect. She doesn't seem like she has a heavy arm, but she hit me in the stomach and it hurt a lot, saying, "You have a lot of ground mounts, but not that many flying ones. Riding should be now learned at level 5. And I was crying, saying, I know, I know. Then she got on her warlord's chop or something. You know, the good horde mount that I have and you don't. And show that peace sign and disappeared over her shoulder. That naughty smirk she has, and rode off, disappeared with her Viking friends. All white males. Not sure about the heterosexual part, with all that leather and spikes. There was one that seemed to be hailing from these parts. I guess his grandfather hooked him on leather coats and hats, but in a different place, in a different time. It played out differently. So I was left there, covering my face with my arms, hands, sobbing. Screaming, I'm so angry, I'm so angry. Then on my second monitor I played some songs. I'm a survivor and hear me roar, while I was writing another blog about toxic femininity. Now, why am I saying all of this? Because it's the truth. But I think this introduction might be needed for something that is these flapping sounds annoying you? Good. But we'll try to make it even worse. Do we go into... Yeah, let's go into something, into my unsolicited opinions soon enough. Let's go into game first and hopefully this lasts. Need to remember to move my cursor. Kinda ruins my thumbnails. We're gonna make this digression later on. Let's stay here for a while. You get the picture. And let's talk about something else. Now, usually game developers like to hold their cards close to their chest. Understandably so. But let's talk about something that has been shown. From, spoilers, you see the category and it will soon be in the title as well. Though I didn't get it right away, I still know it by the name Project Honor Face, and I've seen a stream, though I have to make a waiver disclaimer here, very briefly, and little that I did watch, relatively saying, the stream. It was in the background, so keep that in mind. Why the intro? Let's first it looks nice fantasy setting. I don't know what they're gonna do in the future. I assume at least, things will look better, but I don't know how they're probably gonna... I'm not gonna go into stuff that... it looks nice and fantasy-wise, and I don't know how they're gonna solve the improvements, probably skins and stuff, but let's not go now into that. What I did wanted to go into is, let's zigzag. That's the point of these streams, not to get stuff out. Rift had, if I remember correctly, and I will have to drink something soon, Rift had that slogan, "You're not in Azeroth anymore." Okay, that's gonna ruin it. I'm gonna make a break here. I know they played a lot of Escape from Tarkov, and game needs a setup, and I guess it's gonna be hard not to say extraction shooter, but let's go into some pros and cons. Extraction. Yeah, why the previous intro? Let's throw in, Fortnite, Escape from Tarkov. What else? Yeah, Plunderstorm. My throat is killing me. And yeah, I am barely on internet these days. I don't know if this was talked about. There is quite a significant MMO player base that is really scared of PvP. And one of the arena teams I had, the name I gave it was "We will loot your corpse," to really instill that fear into the opposing team. You know, there's quite a difference between, you know, hunters and gatherers. So I don't know if there's gonna be some chill aspect of the game, but a lot of regular MMO players will be terrified of PvP in general, but especially of extraction style of PvP, that kind of setup. Not complaining, just saying, you know, there's that kind of aspect going on there. But on the other hand, advertisement wise, they can go and try catch some of that extraction player base with the slogan, "You don't have to aimbot anymore." Now apparently, and I have no clue, some shooters have addressed aiming differently. I don't know. All I know is that it's not that user and player and gamer friendly. I mean aiming. So that would be one thing, you know. Extraction being intimidating for a certain amount of players. The other aspect, and maybe it's intentional, if it is, and I assume it is, they should do that, and this is why train wrecks are good moment, and explain why they went with that. I assume it's for the gameplay purposes. I'm of course talking about cack bags gameplay. I assume it's to, I don't know what the goal is. Is it to extract early? Is it to go back in? I don't know. But what I do know is that I have heard in the background the screams of the streamer screams. And it cut deep, and it cut close. It hit close, way too close. I felt their pain. WoW has alleviated that issue a bit, but still, for me at least, it's very annoying to deal with items and bags, and I know that still you want to get stuff, get that feel, but I guess there's a sweet spot there. I guess they did something with, you know, valuables being sent to you by mail, and you know, most people just using that add-on that just auto vendors everything. But still, you know, having issues with bags doesn't seems too inviting. Maybe there was something else, but let's leave it at that. Don't get me wrong, I wish it all the best. It's good to have a nice new game out. I just wanted to say my opinion, and hopefully everything goes well. Now, I wanted to mention all those stuff anyway, talking in general, but decided to, you know, be more concrete. And I know it might be triggering to some, but I guess I could have provided a bit more of a warning. And now let's go into general stuff. Yeah, the intro. That's okay. Some stuff I wanted to go into. Intro. Or we move. Maybe this wasn't a fortunate background for... Okay, let's first address this and then move and then see where we're gonna go. Last stream I said I don't wanna throw anyone under the bus. For this stream I checked. This was added in Cataclysm. And we have Cataclysm Classic now, so I hope it's not too soon. Could it mean? It's apparently part of a quest. But you can deduct your own conclusions. There is a... Okay, I'll just show it. I guess Bessie was taken. This seems depressing, but let's stay here for a while. Okay. I guess... Yeah. First... Fuck, where to start? Let's talk about VR for once. I mentioned it once before, I think, maybe not. I think they are going all wrong about it. I might be wrong, but I think they are going into the opposite direction. I don't think it's happening. And if there's going to be some VR, it's gonna be the one that projects into space, not into your eyes. So if you haven't watched any cinema classics, Star Wars, Star Trek or Blade Runner, I guess you didn't notice that all the technologies go the other way around, by projecting stuff into room. And if VR is going to happen, I think it's going to happen like that. You have a projector that will project stuff that you can physically interact, not mentally. Just the theory. Let's see how things are going. Maybe not yet. Hopefully. Yeah. I guess I said that. Before I go into the old stuff, I'll say one more thing, because I wanna mention the season of discovery, so hardcore came to mind. I don't know what's happening there, but I do know that, you know, the times where WoW came down on being carried by hardcore, that was rough. Hardcore is pretty much Special Olympics of WoW. So if it comes down to hardcore WoW, then it's bad. Hardcore Iron Man, I don't know, doesn't matter, you get the picture. Let's, I guess, go into the previous stuff. I guess let's first go into, I don't think the point is to get the as most out, but then I don't feel like talking about it again. Still, I do have to, I don't know what the level was it 25? But Nomen est Omen. Black Fathom Depths. It's unfathomable, or however you say it. You know, it's that you would swipe on a level 25 on a season of discovery on a dungeon. Sure, I think they added some mechanics, but still, that just, you know, all that talk about, you know, all the stuff, all that falls into all that falls into water when you realize that someone didn't even wanna do level 25 group content. And when you see people complain about gear now, they're not complaining about the content, that they want more of it, or that it's too easy or too hard. No, they just want the best gear. So I don't think there's any more explanation needed there. And yeah, about the intro, what I also should have said last time, I don't know how much more I can stream now. Clearly it ain't doing well, going well. Let me try to go there now. There will be many things in your life that you will be not able to control, but the video that you wanna click on is not one of them. I mean, if you're not even more fucked up, but at least that will be something. And you know, being hostage of TV or radio, I mean, I guess there are now those, how you call them, not programs, not setups, packages, right, where you can rewind at least a little bit, but still. on PC you can be master of your own destiny. Sounds fitting for a pirate stream. Damn. I guess we've got quite a bit out. Maybe get some chunks out, make it easier for me later on. Not make it too complex right away. I guess I got everything done. Recent wise, okay, what else I could go into? Yeah, I have something written here. Let's make it. Yeah, I don't think I often mention this, but let's reiterate. The year is almost 2025. Now, okay, I wanna say something now that will be stupid, but you can notice the difference between, go watch a movie from this year and movie from 20 years ago, and then a movie from 40 years ago, and you know, I don't know, 10 or 20 years before. Can you spot the difference? What I'm talking about is Zeitgeist. Now, okay, let's make a slight digression. I used to hate exploitation movies, but as there is no more historical or historic distance anymore, same goes for those kind of movies. They capture the zeitgeist the best. And that's something that some people seem to miss. The year is not 2004, the year is 2024, soon to be 25. If you're making a game now, you need to capture the zeitgeist now. Because like I talked many times before, people are different now. Everybody now is different in a now kind of way. So if you are making a game that's gonna be played now, guess what? And yeah, this is very important aspect that I fortunately wrote down. In 2004, internet was pretty much only starting, only beginning. You didn't have that much stuff going on. And look at it now. So what I would argue is simple life, complex game. Now, even the games weren't that complex back then, but now, complicated, complex life, I don't think that game should be even more complex. I think they should be oases. They should be more, or better yet, less complex to balance it out. To make it, a bit of a safer haven, not a second job. And I almost forgot that intro. When he says, yeah, there probably is some other video, I can't find it and I will not look for it anymore. Fortunately this popped up. Apparently, okay, sometimes I think I go way too overboard with the dank dad jokes and stories, but apparently Christopher Lee is related to Ian Fleming, writer of James Bond. And I don't know which character he played, but I think I forgot the name. He probably played a villain that his relative named after some classmate that he really disliked. So that was interesting. But what I played this for was that part where there was some Dixie stuntman that did some sidecar roll, and after, I guess, they wanted to shoot it from various sides, and asked him, can you do it again? And you heard the answer, I fucking ain't doing it again. Just do it again, lol. So there's that matter of perspectives, delusions, but also of MMO players' main motto. I ain't fucking doing it again. I bargained with myself to do it once for something, and I ain't fucking doing it again. And same goes, MMOs being a second job. When you're looking for a different job, you want a better one, not the worse one. And I wanted to compare smaller game companies with the smaller YouTube channels, and I guess it might be a valid comparison. But I remembered Palworld and Valheim, and I guess it still works. You can do it, but you have to make it complete fun. I guess that's something that larger companies cannot do. They will have to make that 20-year whale milking plan, where you have to play every day, whole day, and smaller company can just go straight for the throat, fun throat, and just give you some syrup, essence extract, take the money and run. Not really thinking this through, but something that came to mind. So I wanted to say something depressing, like it can be done, but clearly it can. It's good to have positive examples. And something else I wanted to say, but also I forgot. I guess it doesn't matter. The more I get it out, the more incentive I will have to write stuff down. And you know, maybe see if there's something else too. Yeah, when it comes to patches, to go at it once again. You know, I am for smaller things releasing over I don't know what kind of period of time. One reason for I understand the reasons against it, but one reason for it should be not to overwhelm people. When you give them way too many things right away, I guess this was also talked about, but I haven't wrote down from who knows when. You know, I guess I got inspired by some of the patches when you wanna check out everything and you get frustrated. I guess I did talk about those feasts. And did I talk about the feast? How if you go for it all right away, you're gonna feel sick, but if you keep it in moderation, you're gonna hate yourself for it. I hope I did. You know, always, I think I did compare it with some feast or something. And how if it's too much, you will not help yourself. And if you do, you're gonna hate yourself for it. I guess I said that now, so fuck it. Okay, this is for something else. I guess I talked way too much, but in this I don't know how to say it. I have one more thing wrote down and I wanna get it over with now. Fuck it, 1 hour once again. I don't wanna stream again. Let's go into game. Yeah. I turned that off, so we'll go into game and
Wicked, watch out for Jinyu! Jinyu hit back!
yeah, something I wanted to talk about for a long time now, and it's not really a history, but you know, of MMOs, but stuff I've noticed over time. And one of these things that might be lost in the a tree that's lost in the forest of information is that MMO is a hard counter to RPG. Hopefully this still, I mean, even if it breaks now, it doesn't matter. So, oh no. Do I make another roleplay now? Fuck. This will be too much. I didn't expect that I will go that path. Let's do it, I guess. One for the road. Your parents are gone. You are in your backyard playing with your friends. You find some old female clothes, your mother's or your sister, older sisters, and you decide to play dress up. You decide to play Antifa. Everything's nice, you're having fun, but at one point you have that weird feeling. You look on the side and you see your next door neighbor looking over the fence, saying, "What the fuck is wrong with you kids?" And you say, "Fuck you," and you all high five each other. That would be a nice end, but more probably you will bow your head in shame and feel bad about it. And I guess that would be the feeling that you will get in an MMO when you decide to not min-max and do your thing in a pug. So MMO, just like Game of Thrones, became too MMO-y. A lot of people with a lot of different opinions, and that's why you have two roleplay servers that are filled with people that are selling transmog and are avoiding CRZ. So that's something that came to mind. There's probably a lot about it I wanted to say, but I forgot. But you get the picture, you know, that you still can have, you know, that cozy feel of you being in a basement with your imaginary friends, but I'm not really going anywhere with this, but you get the picture, you know, and while I'm at it, I guess one more thing, because I'm not going anywhere with this. I think MMOs have future. Fuck, now I would have to go into something. Let's just say this and get the fuck out. MMOs do have a future for one simple reason. I'm not into leveling. I think leveling is outdated. Fuck, now I have to go into that. I don't think you need, you know, they need to serve a purpose. And I am a, you know, get certain amount of zones, certain amount of levels, and maybe it's frustrating, but maybe make levels about explaining stuff to people so they would know what they are doing. Hold their hand, sing them a song, make it practical. Oh, you got a level, you just don't. Oh, you have a math to do, math homework to do. Yay, you got a level. There's homework for you. Go back to school. No. You make those talking heads. You make it across the whole fucking screen and you say, this will make you faster. This will make you stronger. This will make you like this and this will make you like that. You do the math what you wanna do. We chew it up. You just need to click on one. But what I really wanted to say was, I don't know how many games you can be alone in a crowd when you can stand like this, lazy orc, and see people in the background moving, and you can go AFK for less than a half an hour, of course, or get fucking kicked, but still you can go away and come back and continue playing, and you can eat, talk, do whatever in a game with people and do nothing. So, and you know, when you would go into WoW on Twitch, sure, I don't know how many rows you would see people doing stuff, but lower and lower that you would go, more and more you would find people just doing nothing and or leveling. So I guess that would be more enough for now.
See you soon. Real soon.